Welcome to Boys Choir Today, the podcast brought to you by the St. John's Boys Choir in Collegeville, Minnesota. I'm your host, the Artistic Director of the St. John's Boys Choir, Paul John Rudoy, and I'm joined today on Episode 6 by Owen Janni. So thanks everybody for listening in. I have another great guest today, and his name is Owen, but I'll let him introduce himself. So Owen, can you tell us how old you are, what grade you're in, and how long you've been with the St. John's Boys Choir?
My name is Owen Janni. I am 10. I'm in 5th grade, and this is my 3rd year with the St. John's Boys Choir.
Awesome. I have talked with a few others who have been in the Boys Choir for the past 3 years, and I'm curious, what have these 3 years done for you?
I enjoy music a lot, and it's helped me with a lot of things, actually.
Yeah, like what?
Well, self-control.
At my time in the American Boy Choir, I started out not really having a lot of self-control. This was in 5th grade when I was, 10? Yeah. And the same year that Harry Potter came out, by the way. But by the time I left in 8th grade, I felt like a very different person because I had a bunch of friends around me who helped me understand what self-control was, both in terms of connecting with people and also just having patience. When I wanted something to go right, I often got impatient about it. But over time, I realized, I could just hang out and let things happen and take them as they are, which is kind of cool. Well, let's take a step back and learn more about you outside of the St. John's Boys Choir. So do you have a favorite book?
I have many.
Okay. What's your latest favorite book?
A Dog's Promise.
A Dog's Promise. Okay. I don't know that one.
It's a dog's purpose novel.
Cool. So what do you like to do in your free time outside of, school and the Boys Choir?
I play baseball in the summer.
You play baseball. Awesome. Baseball is super fun. I was really big into baseball when I was your age. Although I was in outfield a lot because apparently I couldn't stop singing. My coach apparently came up to my mom and said, "Can you get that kid to stop singing?" And my mom said no. And he said, "Great, he's going in the outfield."
Yeah, that's kind of like me. I'm in the outfield all the time.
Do you like to hit the ball? That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah, but only when I actually can hit it.
I know. It feels so good when you hit the ball just like you intended, but it rarely happens. I totally get it. Yeah. And it's really sad that we weren't able to play some sports like baseball in camp week this year because of COVID, but I'm looking forward to doing more of that stuff soon because it will happen at some point. Okay, so going back to St. John's Boys Choir, what was your favorite song or is your favorite song from the St. John's Boys Choir? Do you have one?
Well, I liked Oh Yeah and For Good.
For Good, like The Wicked For Good?
Yeah.
For Good is such a good song. What was that first song again?
Oh Yeah.
Okay, so taking a step back again from the St. John's Boys Choir, I'm curious. There have been many great answers to this. What is your favorite superhero?
I like Spider-Man and Black Panther.
Both of them have come up. Many people like Black Panther, which is totally awesome. Go Wakanda. Also, Spider-Man has been my favorite after I saw Into the Spider-Verse. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I saw it not last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
That was one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched it and I just couldn't believe it. It was so fun. I think I liked it because it blurred the lines between a movie and a comic book, like constantly adapting to its surroundings and constantly changing. It seemed like a work of art to me. Okay. So thinking about St. John's Boys Choir again, are there things, we had mentioned Camp Week, right?
Yeah.
Are there things besides just singing and being with your friends that you really like about the boys choir? What is it that keeps bringing you back?
Well, I like the sports and camp week, this school performances, and ceremony of carols.
Ceremony of Carols is one of my favorite pieces. I love it. So why do you like the school performances? Is it just because you are singing for your age group, or what about it is cool?
Well, I get a day off from school,
Always a good thing.
and I'm going around the state just going to schools.
Do you like touring?
Yeah, I haven't really been on a tour, though. I was supposed to go to Canada in June.
We'll be able to go back sometime soon.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the school performances because in many ways it's giving back to the community. Like you don't have to do much, right? Because you already know this music, but you sing in front of some other students, some of which probably have never considered singing because either they didn't realize it was cool or they never realized that they could sing. But then they see people like you, Owen, and like many others who love to sing, and it changes them. It certainly did for me. I always sang. I didn't always know that it was something that I could do. And then when I saw the American Boy Choir when I was in Florida, it blew my mind because I saw them on stage and I said, wait, I don't have to sing in the outfield. I can actually sing on stage. I love it. That's so cool.
Boys Choir Today is brought to you by Coburn's, our 40th anniversary marquee sponsor. Coburn's started as a produce market in Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, 100 years ago, in 1921. Over the years, the company grew but stayed connected to its roots. And today, Coburn's is still an employee-owned company with locations across the Midwest. Coburn's has many initiatives associated with health, nutrition, local investment, conservation, and sustainability, and more. Above all, they aim to inspire happiness, healthy living, and simplicity. Visit coburns.com to learn more. That's COBORNS.com. This episode of Boys Choir Today is brought to you by Mahold Insurance, one of the St. John's Boys Choir's 40th anniversary silver sponsors. Located in St. Cloud, Minnesota, Mahold has provided much more than insurance since 1930. These are experts in commercial, benefits, personal and risk management, and they go above and beyond basic protection by providing you with a tailored team to celebrate your successes and proactively monitor your needs. More than just coverage, Mahold offers guidance and support through life's many changes. For more information on what Mahold has to offer you, visit mahold.net. That's MAHOWALD.net. Stay tuned into the rest of this episode for more time with Owen Janni, as well as our usual song break, where we learn a short song you can sing with your friends and family around the dinner table, or wherever you feel most comfortable and safe during this time. And remember to sign up for the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, or at boyschoirtoday.buzzsprout.com. Most of all, if you liked what you heard, please visit sjbchoir.org to donate to the St. John's Boys Choir today.
Okay, so what besides playing outside with your friends do you like to do?
I like biking and camping.
Oh, biking and camping. Okay, well, I love to bike as well. That's pretty cool. Do you have a specific place that you like to camp?
Well, I usually only do like scout camp, but I like it.
I have to tell you a secret. When you become an adult, you can go camping anytime you want. It's really fun. Brittany, my spouse, and I try to go camping pretty regularly because we just love it. We love pitching the tent and hanging out, going on hikes. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Now it's the time when I ask you about some other favorites. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookie dough.
Oh, wow, that was fast. You just knew it. Many of my friends cannot choose a favorite. Why cookie dough?
Oh, well, Because I like the little tiny bits of cookie dough in it.
Yeah, they're the best,
I
aren't they?
just love cookies, and then when you get the little tiny bit of cookie dough.
Yeah, I have a flavor from Talenti called Caramel Cookie Crunch that is similar. It has cookie dough, but it also has some caramel bits in it. Super tasty. What about pizza?
I like pepperoni green olive.
Oh, I've never tried that combo. I usually forget about green olive because I think pepperoni. I now often do garlic roasted tomatoes because they're really tasty. But green olive and pepperoni, I'll have to try that next time.
Yeah, it was either that or Hawaiian.
Hawaiian is Brittany's favorite. So you are officially cool in her book.
Hey everyone, it's that time again when we get to learn a short song we can sing with our friends and family wherever we feel most comfortable these days. I keep coming back to rounds for these song breaks in Boys Choir today because it's pretty easy to put together. I mean, all you're doing is learning a melody together, and then you decide which people come in at different times with the same melody. So it's the same melody, nothing changes other than when people enter. It's a very easy way to put together a pretty complex sound and song without it being complex to the singer. So we'll learn this piece. This is called Laughing Singing. And as always, I'll sing a phrase. You can sing it back to me. So the first phrase goes, laughing, singing, laughing, singing. Now you start here, 3 and. Laughing, singing, laughing, singing. I should also say that if this is not the right octave for you, if you're a soprano or an alto, a boy or an adult, just drop or jump up the octave. So instead of laughing, start here, and you would go laughing, singing, but I'll sing in my own octave, and you can choose which octave works best for you. So again, the first phrase goes laughing, singing, now you, and laughing, singing. Now the next part kind of sounds like a church bells on the hour. It goes bum, 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 bum. And the words are, go the children. So let's try that, starting here, and go the children. And the next phrase goes, over the hill. Now you, over the hill. So let's sing that whole part. I'll sing that first. Go the children over the hill. Now you, starting here. Go the children over the hill. Good. Now, the first half of this melody is already learned. I'll start the whole thing, and then you'll sing it with me. It goes, laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. Let's start right here. Everybody together. Laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. And then what do the children do? They laugh. So we'll sing, la 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 la. Now you, la 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 la. La 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 la. Listen to that one more time. It goes la 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 la. Now you, starting here. La 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 la. And it's a pattern. So the next part goes la la over the hill. Now you, starting there. La la over the hill. So I'll sing this whole second half, and then you'll sing it with me. So it goes la 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 over the hill. Now you, 1 and go. La 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 over the hill. Great. You think we can remember the whole thing? Let's see how we do. So I'm going to record myself doing this, and then we can listen to it a couple times. All right? So we'll start right from the beginning with laughing, singing, right? Remember? Okay. Starting there. 1 and go. Laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. La 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 over the hill. Laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. Go ahead and join in as you feel more comfortable. La 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 over the hill. Let's try it one more time. Laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. La 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 over the hill. Now part two. Laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. La 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 over the hill. Laughing, singing, go the children over the children over the hill. La 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 la. Go ahead and try part 3 with me this time. Laughing, singing, go the children over the hill. La 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 over the hill. Singing, go the children over the children over the hill. Ready for part 4? Let's try it. Over the laughing, singing, go the children over the children over the hill. La 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 over the laughing, singing, go the children over the children over the hill. La 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 over the and then you can stop it by having the person on the first part and one after another. Over the hill. Just like that. We just learned another song. We're learning so many songs together. It's awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and tune in next time for another song.
Okay, so do you have any questions for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you like about composing, and who are your influences?
Great question. So I love composing because it's very much the opposite of performing. With performing, you prepare and you prepare and you prepare, and then the final product is just something that you kind of wing on the spot. And hopefully you've done enough preparation and you've practiced enough, but you only get one shot at it and everybody's staring at you. And if you make a mistake, well, most of the time people don't notice. We think they notice. But with composition, it's the opposite. I don't have to show anyone my music until I'm ready. And then once it's out there, it can be done again and again and again. And it can change and adapt, and it's not up to me, which is kind of cool. It becomes kind of a community endeavor. I really like that part because I'm a collaborator at heart, and I prefer when I have other people say, what have you thought about this? And I think, oh, wow, I never thought about that. I love how our brains are different, you know? So in terms of my influences, I have several composers that are my favorite. One of them is this guy named Veljo Tormis. Have you ever heard of Veljo Tormis?
No.
So he's an Estonian composer. He lived for a long time. He just recently died like a couple of years ago. But he wrote thousands of pieces, thousands of choir pieces. That's not an exaggeration, actual thousands.
Wow.
Yeah, he was super prolific. And one of my favorite pieces is Double Dedication. It starts out really, really quiet. And then it gets really, really loud. There are these extremes. It's very clear. It's almost like somebody just put blocks on a page. But what I love about it is that the way that he builds it, there are different layers. There are a lot of layers underneath it. You just have to kind of sit with the music over time. I love that stuff. I also really like Herbert Howells, who is an English composer, 20th century English composer. Yeah, what other questions do you have?
What is your favorite baked good?
That is really difficult. I have to say lately, my favorite baked good is from Nelson Brothers Bakery in Clearwater. And they have these elephant ears, which are generally just like thin, crispy discs, you know. But if you fold them in half and you put strawberry and cream filling or blueberry and cream filling in the middle, then you get this crispy, this thing called a crispy, where you can eat it and it's kind of like a Pop-Tart, but with like really flaky crust. That's my favorite baked good. What about you? What's your favorite baked good?
I don't really know.
You're asking me this question? You don't have an answer?
I kind of like elephant ears too. Otherwise, I like custard-filled donuts.
Ooh, those are tasty too. Awesome. Well, I really do appreciate you taking the time right now, because as weird as this is, because again, this is the first time we're meeting, I really feel like I have gotten to know you over the past 20 minutes. And I have to say that, this is a great placeholder, but it's just not the same, because the boys choir, the St. John's Boys Choir, is really, really good at creating family and creating community over music. That's why you keep coming back. That's why I took this job. I'm looking forward to singing together. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
The music bookending this episode is Nishkabanya, arranged by Nick Page, taken from the St. John's Boys Choir's 2011 album, Endless Song. The phenomenal choristers from Australia's Young Adelaide Voices sang Oye by Jim Popoulis, who happened to be the visiting artist for the St. John's Boys Choir's Kids Sing program back in 2019. And the song we learned was called Laughing, Singing by Cesar Bresgan, which you can find in 150 Rounds for Singing and Teaching by Edward Bolkovac and Judith Johnson. While this podcast was created primarily for the St. John's Boys Choir community to stay in touch during this difficult time, it's also freely available to the public. So if you liked what you heard today and want to contribute, please visit sjbchoir.org to donate or find more information about the St. John's Boys Choir, this podcast, and more. Please tune in for future episodes of Boys Choir Today at boyschoirtoday.buzzsprout.com. We look forward to singing with you soon.
Oh